Hello students, welcome to another video on travel diaries. In the previous video, we understood what a travelogue is, and in this video we shall understand what are the various things that we describe in a travelogue. Hence, descriptions in a travelogue. Okay, tell me, what is the first thing that we require to write a travelogue? Yes, of course, to travel. Why? Because traveling provides an opportunity to the traveler to experience variety of places and then share those experiences with people in the form of travelogues. Hence, travelogues are personal stories about people's adventures and journeys. Now, whenever we travel, what are the various things that we observe? Tourists observe a place, its inhabitants, and the activities they perform, and then they enrich their travelogues with these observations. Now let's understand what are the basic elements of a travelogue. The first one is people, the next is places, and the third one is events. Now we'll study these elements one by one in detail. If we talk of people, the first thing that we describe is their history, where they have come from. Now the next is unique physical appearance. People of some place might have tall height, or they might have long black hair. So that comes under this category. Then their traditions, religions and food. Every place has unique traditions and likewise unique food habits. Then their way of living, including occupations and lifestyle. Now occupations are different at different places. We don't often find fishermen in Delhi, but yes, if we go to seashores, we get fishermen, boatmen likewise. Then their languages and cultures. Now if we talk of places, the first thing that comes is its geographical location. And then the landscapes. We'll see mountains, sea or rivers, whatever we are going to see. Then the popular sites which are famous in that area. The weather conditions, then the unique modes of transportation. Common modes of transportation are common for all places, but some places have unique modes like trams or maybe boats, ferry boats. And then comes the hidden gems. We have talked about popular sites, but then comes the hidden gems which only the residents of that place know about, or the ones who have already visited there. So we must mention about them in our travelogue. Then comes the history of the place, and then cultural practices and its significance. We have various cultural practices, and why are those practices being followed? All these things need to be mentioned in the travelogue. And now the events and activities. Every place has a certain history. Like it is believed that the king of Kerala visits his people every year and they celebrate that day as Onam and organize different activities like boat race or elephant race. And then comes festivals. All over the world we celebrate various festivals. Like in Spain we have Tomatena festival. Then comes the things to do. These things depends on the geography of the place. Where we have a river, we have river rafting. Where we have mountains, we have bungee jumping and many more such activities. So now, after doing the things that we must mention in our travelogue, we'll focus in a few things which we must avoid in our travelogue. The first thing is, we must not approach any place with a sense of superiority. All places are equal, all people are equal. Likewise, when a traveler visits a place, he or she has a talk with the local people. So we must not reveal or disclose those personal conversations in the travelogue. I hope these points are clear, and now is the task time. What you have to do is look for a travelogue and identify the three descriptors, that is people, places and events in that travelogue. I hope all the three descriptors are clear. Now wait for the next video. Till then, happy learning.